Hello everyone, welcome again to the Cincinnati Legacy Open Sideboard, and I'm here with Jacob Baugh. So, you came here to play 43 lands.
Yep.
You're sporting a pretty conventional list in the main deck, a few differences, and Abrupt Decays in the sideboard.
Yeah.
We're going to start with the main deck, where you've got the full amount of gambles and 2 Entombs, alongside most of the conventional stuff. You also said you have a Raven's Crime.
Yeah.
So, what do we like about gamble in lands?
It lets you play a lot of utility spells, and basically you can search for this when you need to unload your hand early game. Like you could go get, like normally you could just go get an expiration, play 2, but this lets you play everything obviously, and it's really bad in multiples. So
the first mana bond is a lot better than the second mana bond.
Exactly.
You also mentioned Intuition is just like a much less serviceable tutor, especially with all the bullets you want to play.
Yeah, you want to be explosive with this deck. If you don't land like your exploration or mana bond on like turn 1 or 2, you really can't keep up with the format. So the 3 mana tutor is kind of bad for that. I mean, it gets utility packages against. You can go get Loam and a land, and you can go get Loam, Tabernacle, and whatever, and you just get the land that gets you out of the situation you're in and your Loam. So that's the only reason you can't. I wouldn't cut them all, but.
So we're aware that Lands is a pretty powerful Legacy deck. We've already seen it, in fact, win a Legacy Open this year in Detroit, I believe.
Yeah.
So we've added some elements from Return to Ravnica, namely the Abrupt Decay is obviously the big one. So I assume Abrupt Decay was one of the biggest reasons you decided to go with Lands.
You always had to play Corrosion Grip in your deck because you can't actually beat a Back to Basics or a fix like that. Back to Basics or Blood Moon or things like that. Those cards just completely destroy you. You can't ever win, and this destroys both of them. And it randomly kills Tarmogoyfs and other Reliquaries and things that are also really, really bad for you, which lands could never do. Which brings a lot to the table for this deck.
So it's just a really versatile answer that's also like pretty easy on the mana, obviously.
Yeah, it kills everything Corrosion Grip did that this deck wanted to kill. I mean, I've killed 4 or 5 counterbalances with it already. So, I mean. Corrosion Grip could still get countered from a counterbalance, which this doesn't have the option. So.
All right, so are there any last remarks you have for Lands? How'd you like your build? Would you play it again in the future?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to play it again, but I don't know, maybe metagame's not shift enough. I got mainboard Graveyard Hate in game 1 out twice today already, so. I won one of the matches still, but it was still really, really bad, so maybe it's not the right choice to play right now. Maybe wait a little bit, but I definitely like my choice though.
All right, well, the Lands will rise again.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me, Jacob.
You're welcome.
And we'll be back with more Legacy.